From the field, to the court, to the pool, and beyond, Fremont County athletes give their blood, sweat, and tears for their teammates and community. Why compromise that with alcohol or marijuana? Help your athlete make the most of their playing time by avoiding the dangers and impact that substance use can have on their performance and future. For more resources and information, visit FremontCountyPrevention.com. Wyoming Community Bank is ready to serve you. Stop in at any one of their branches located in Riverton, Lander, and DuBois. A bank that is owned and operated by the locals of Fremont County. Wyoming Community Bank. They're here to help you. High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org. Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines! If your vehicle needs repair, you can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
And welcome to game number 2 of the day here on KTAK, as the Riverton Wolverines boys will be in action against the Grace High School Grizzlies from Idaho. So far in this tournament, we have seen the girls fall twice, falling earlier today to Mountain View, and the boys falling to Bear Lake yesterday, as did the girls. So welcome to the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show. I am Kevin Shields, your voice of the Riverton Wolverines, and we're excited to bring you this tip-off. It looks like they're going to try and start it a little bit earlier today, as for the first time that I can recall ever, a tournament that is running ahead of schedule. It's a very unique. So we'll just go with that, and we'll be back with the Hampton Inn Suites pregame shows. We'll break down this afternoon's game here in just a few moments on KTAK.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help. Inlander and Riverton.
Welcome back to the Hampton Inn and Suites pregame show here on KTAK. A reminder, if you're just about to get off for work and start enjoying the weekend, that you can catch all the action as well on our WYO Today Media YouTube page or using our app, or go through our website to access the YouTube feed and watch this game live streamed. This promises to be potentially an entertaining game as Grace High School enters the game 5-1. Riverton entering 3-2. Grace was successful earlier today, against Farson Eden. They are playing a doubleheader today. They defeated Farson Eden. Their one loss mimics a Riverton loss. Grace High School's one loss came against Bear Lake, 54-38. Of course, Bear Lake defeating Riverton 46-40 last night. So pretty similar as far as that goes. One of the things to watch out for Grace High School is going to be four players are listed. Doesn't always mean it's fact, but at 6'3" or greater. Those being Kai Clegg, the center, Peyton Reeves, the power forward, Titan Anderson, the small forward, and Dallin Draper, another power forward center type position. Largest one being 6'4" and 210. So that is something that Riverton doesn't have. And at times last night, Bear Lake was able to take advantage of that in the paint as far as just having more arm span and more height there. So that'll be interesting to see as this game goes on. The leading scores for Grace, the Grizzlies, are Dallin Draper at 9.8 points a game, Titan Tristan at 9.3, and William Mickelson at 8.0. William Mickelson being number 12, the point guard. Not number 12. He's number 1. He is a senior point guard and shooting guard. From the field, Kai Clegg, Trent Anderson, Dallin Draper all lead a higher field goal percentage, with Kai Clegg at 53%. They don't have a lot of assists per game as far as from one player. William Mickelson and Titan Anderson, leading the way there with 2.0 each. They do rebound fairly well. Titan Anderson, name we've heard a couple times in these stats, averaging 6.3 rebounds a game. Kai Clegg with 4.5. Peyton Reeves also with 4.5. Leading defenders, Titan Anderson, Dallin Draper, both lead with 2.2 steals per game. They actually don't have anybody listed in blocks, or they don't keep it. So not a great three-point shooting team, I might add. So you do expect this is going to be a battle of styles potentially. Leading three-point field goal percentage leader is Titan Anderson at 22%, and then it drops all the way to Easton Lloyd, number 20, at 14%. They are a decent free throw shooting team, not great so far in the season. Titan Anderson, again, leads the way at 75%. Then there's pretty decent fall off to Dallin Draper at 64%, Kai Clegg at 60%. Trying to see here anything else. That's really about it as far as they go. Now, for the Riverton Wolverines, a little bit different story here as their points aren't as spread out. Parker Paxson Jr. Leading the way this year with 19 points per game. Derek DeVries following him up with 15, and then you've got a drop. Cade Gabrielson with 7.2, but that's kind of been hit or miss. He's been right at or above double digits, or he's been below that. So that average is a little bit misleading as he doesn't get 7 every night. Or sometimes even close to it. Cade last night finishing with 2, as it looked like the team collectively, it was a horrible shooting percentage night for the team, going 16% in the first half, for example, and they were being beaten by Bear Lake, who was only averaging 38% from the field. So it was a very bad shooting game all the way around. It was atrocious for Riverton. And as Coach Sheet said in his postgame show, the Clicker Ticket postgame show last night, he was really upset with certain players who were not looking to shoot the ball. And really, as time wore down and you could see the confidence in the ball going in the basket starting to fail, Paxton and DeVries were really the only guys putting up a whole lot of shots. DeVries finished with 9, but went 1 for 9, 4 of 15 overall. Parker going 5 for 15 overall, so they weren't shooting lights out, but they were putting up shots. After that, Ty Sheets really led the way as far as attempts with 6 attempts, then Vincent with 4, and then Gabrielson, Monroe, everybody else 2 or less with the exception of Hutchison, who shot 3. So not a lot of people putting up points, and we know this is a team that can put up a lot of points. We know that it's a next man up philosophy, so it was very disappointing to Sheets. You could hear it in his voice and the way he talked. But Vincent is averaging 6.6. Drevin Monroe, 5.0. Hutchison at 4.6. Ty Sheets at 3.3. Hunter Houck at 2.6. Brody Dale at 2.5. And Lucas so far does not have points per game. And that part of that is he's sick right now. So he is out. He's not dressed. At least I don't see. I was told he didn't travel yesterday, so it looks like he didn't get any better and get over here. We'll be back with more of the Hampton Inn and Suites pregame show and a little bit further down the stat line at some important stats for the Riverton Wolverines here on KTAK.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
Jay Collins here, and I want to wish all the Fremont County athletes good luck this year. Stop down at Fremont Chevy to talk sports and let me help you purchase your next vehicle. Jay Collins, your local sales professional at Fremont Chevy Buick GMC, 307-349-7846.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Moreland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
And welcome back to the Hampton Inn and Suites pregame show here on KTAK. Now, as we look further down the stat line here, as far as rebounding goes, right now, Derek DeVries on the defensive boards is leading the way at just under 5, and then Paxton at 2.5. Roughly, and then it kind of falls off, and part of that is we saw last year Paxton being a great rebounder for his size and his position, is that this team does not have a whole lot of height to it. Offensive boards, actually Drevin Monroe doing very well, averaging 3.6, right at 3.5 offensive boards a game, and then it falls to under 1.5. So there's not a lot of second chance opportunities. You do have a lot of guys who get 1 or so, but the rebounds per game, nobody really dominating. DeVries at 5.8 and Drevin Monroe at 5, and then in the 3s and the 2s, and part of that is size. Now, when it comes to effort, this team does put more effort in getting rebounds than most who might be a similar size, but when they're outmanned on the height-wise, it does become a potential issue for them. As far as leading the way on assists, not the guy you'd think. You would think it'd be Parker Paxson, point guard extraordinaire, but he is actually 5th on the team. Leading the way is Jason Vincent. Leading the way in steals per game for this team is Derek DeVries with 2. Blocks per game, Drevin Monroe averaging 1. No one else averaging even half of 1. So it's very interesting to see there. As far as the biggest key to this game tonight is obviously going to be shooting percentage for this team here, for Riverton. Riverton has had a tough stretch of it. Dating actually back to the South game a little bit, we saw some of that. We saw the trouble start to rise with like Derek DeVries, one who would become kind of the second leading scorer and leading scorer, one of the two. Not shooting well, but that was buoyed. This team has always had that if they have a guy off, and Derek DeVries is now going into his this will be his 3rd game in a row, possibly in a row. He really needs to get out of a slump, get back to the way he looked against Laramie, where he had 22, or against Pinedale, he didn't quite have as many, but, well, excuse me, he did have as many. He had 22 exactly. Against Pinedale. So, but then the South game, it started to go, pardon the pun, a little bit south for him, but Parker Paxson, Kate Gabrielson, Jason Vincent, all being in double figures. Of course, Paxson with 28 kind of was able to balance that out. Conversely, against Bear Lake, Paxson with 14, but on 5 for 15. DeVries with 9 on 4 of 15. This team has got to find their shot. It's been missing a little bit, and it has gotten worse. South was not a great game for them as far as being efficient offensively. Bear Lake was definitely not a good game. As Coach Sheets said in the postgame show, you know, they left late. They've got to come here. He gave them that speech, hey, it's basketball we didn't think. We all love playing. That's why we're out here. And kind of alluded they might have left their game at home. So let's see. We've gone 24 hours, and now we're going to be facing Grace High School. A good team at 5-1. How good, you don't know. But judging by the height that Grace is going to put out there and the type of game they want to play, as far as looks to be a little bit of a slower pace, half court, pounding the post, things of that nature, it's going to be interesting to see, because Riverton, to have great success this season and go far in state tournaments and region tournament then state tournament, is going to have to be efficient offensively, because there's only so great you can box out. There's only so great you can crash the boards from the guard positions. If a guy's got 5 inches on you, I don't care how good you box out. I don't care how much you're willing to pound the boards. You just, as long as he's willing to go after rebounds and be physical, you're going to get beat on that. So the way a smaller team does that is getting out, breaking, tiring those guys out, but as well as being efficient offensively. And we've seen when this team is shooting at a high percentage and getting everybody involved and everybody's looking for their shot, this team is second to none offensively. The Riverton Wolverines can be that good, but their margin for error on the defensive side and on the boards is less, because, quite frankly, there's no Lucas Engel this year guarding the middle. So it's going to have to be a different style of team, and they've shown they can adapt to it. They just have to put together an A game every night. So we're about 9 minutes until tip-off, and we will be right back here with more of the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show here on KTAK.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Welcome back to the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show here on 93.9 KTAK. Just a reminder, go out now and download our app. You can find it under WYO Today on the App Store. Android, Apple device, doesn't matter. Get that thing on your mobile device. Keeps you in the loop for all Riverton sports, all Lander sports, all Wyoming Indian basketball, and the game of the week during football and all of that. Plus, Senior Babe Ruth, if you're a sports fan, Senior Babe Ruth baseball Lander, Legion baseball in Riverton. Of course, soccer for both of the major schools here, the two schools that have soccer, and football and all the rest, and so much more. Also keeps you in the loop on news and stuff like that. So WYO Today, WYOTODAY, in your app store for whatever your mobile device may be. So we were talking a little bit about the need to see some high-rate shooting efficiency here today out of the team. It's also going to be important defensively to see how Jason Vincent, Drevin Monroe coming off the bench, Hunter Houck coming off the bench, really the three most physical defenders, and I guess you could throw Paxton in there as number 4. They're going to have to play physical but within their means against this height. Grace, Idaho only is dressing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're only dressing 8 tonight. So some of those players may not be playing unless they've got someone in the back. I can't tell, but 8 people right now dressed out. So if they can get to the pace, if Riverton can get to the pace that they want to play at, moving, hitting shots, and causing steals and the like, they may be able to wear Grace High School out. On the flip side of that, if Grace is able to play their pace and take advantage of their listed height, I say listed because I'm not sure these guys are all 6'4" who are listed that way. But if they can take advantage of that, it goes the other way. Again, the only loss for Grace comes against Bear Lake. So Riverton and Grace High School, the Grizzlies, share a common opponent. Grace faced them in the first game of the season. Riverton faced them last night. So we'll see what pans out. A little bit more of what's going on here the rest of the way. If you're out and about, it's 4:11 right now. If you want to support some Riverton Wolverines swimmers, go over to Riverton. They are having a duel versus Warland. Started about 11 minutes ago. Wrestling today was at the Battle of the Bighorns. Tomorrow, the varsity girls for the Lady Wolverines are going to face a Lyman in a breakfast tilt. So get your eggs, get your bacon. I'll go Southern on you and say get your grits. If you don't know what those are, you're missing out. They will tip off at 9:40 a.m. We will be here at Lincoln Middle School, and boy, just a shout out to Lincoln Middle School's principal and the superintendent here. We've been here for today's games, both of them, and boy, have they got a spread here for hospitality. They got coffee, donuts, Subway sandwiches, the like. They've just been awesome, so thanks to them. And then tomorrow afternoon, the Riverton Wolverine boys team will be down at will be going against Mountain View at Rock Springs High School. Wrestling will still be at the Battle of the Bighorns. And tomorrow, the boys swim team is having the Riverton Invite. It'll be at 10 a.m., so swing on by there, too. And follow the girls' game in the morning on your mobile device, on the app. So we've got 3 minutes left until tip-off, and we'll be right back with the Sutherland starting lineups here on KTAK.
would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
A well-drawn-up game plan can be the difference between wins and losses. The same can be said about your mental health. Making a game plan to talk to your children can make a huge impact on them and help make them feel supported and listened to. The good news is, this winning game plan isn't hard to implement. All it takes is you starting the conversation and being ready to talk. If you need helpful resources and tools, you can visit FremontCountyPrevention.com.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stand.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
And welcome back to KTAK and the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show. Here we're going into the Sutherland starting lineup. For the Grizzlies of Grace High School, you have number 1, Mickelson, number 11, Gilbert, number 15, Reeves, number 20, Lloyd, and number 32, Draper. All for your Riverton Wolverines, you have a senior number 0, Jason Vincent. A junior number 1, Derek DeVries. A senior number 5, Cade Gabrielson. A junior number 12, Parker Paxson. And a senior number 14, Nathan Hutchison. The Grace High School, they just called him DeVries. Grace High School is coached by Rory Lloyd, stands at 5-1 on the season. And for Riverton, coached by Bo Sheet, stands at 3-2 on the season. We'll be right back with the tip-off.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
All right, and welcome back to KTAK. We are going to start with a technical foul, as it turns out, against Riverton. Not the way they kind of wanted to start there. The reason for that is going to be a violation. I'm betting it was Drevin Monroe going up for the dunk. Free throw is up and good by number 11, Gilbert, who they've chosen to take to the line. So, and they will have side out. His second one is up and no good, but it will be Grizzly ball for the violation pregame. Just can't have that. That's a lack of either knowledge or preparation there. Inbounded to Gilbert. Gilbert takes it to his right, trying to beat Parker Paxton. He does, and takes it all the way up and good. Quickly, Grace up 3-0. Coming down the half court, Vincent has it now on the left side. He's trying to back down his guy. Gets it to Gabrielson, who tries to drive in, cut off, passes Hutchison, who now gets it to DeVries. DeVries up top to Paxton. Paxton double teamed right now, so someone's open. Gets it to Vincent, back to Paxton for three, no good. Rebound is going to be by Hutchinson. He almost loses it, but gets it to Gabrielson. Gets out to DeVries for three, no good. Rebound by Paxton. Paxton within the post, kicks out to Hutchison for three, no good, and rebound by Grace. So not a good sign, actually, as far as improving things. They're going to go inside is Grace and try and post up. Little mini skyhook is missed by Draper and is rebounded by Riverton. DeVries now driving down the middle, lays it up, good. Nicely done there by Derek. If you can't hit from outside, drive it to the lane. Went right around the tall guy. We've already seen Draper does have a good head over DeVries there. So working in the half court is Grace. They're going to stop and pop from about 17 is Reeves, and he is good. 5-2, 6:24 left in the first quarter in favor of Grace. Paxton has it, looks to drive, picks up his dribble, steps back, gets it to DeVries for three. Good! Hopefully a sign of things to come. Derek quickly with all 5 points, and it is 5-5 with 6:06 to play in the first quarter. Grace now in the half court looking to drive. We're going to get an illegal screen, and Parker was willing to, it seemed, that's not who they're going to call it on. It's going to go on Draper, number 32, their big man in the middle. That's his first, team first. Paxton bringing up, chance for Riverton to take the early lead. DeVries with it on the right wing, looks to bring it up top. And we're going to get I don't know if we're going to get block or a legal screen here. Looks like the refs are going to chat for a second. While they do, just so you know, Riverton is going right to left on your radio dial for those of you listening, so you can kind of get a better picture of it. Let's see. Foul is going to be, it's going to go against, I do believe, Vincent, and they're going to call it flagrant. They're going to call the flagrant foul, intentional foul against him. So the flagrant foul, technical foul going against Vincent. Not good. So they will be sending Gilbert to the line. They just don't know how Jason Vincent plays. I saw the foul, and I get the foul. I don't get the flagrant part of it. And he misses his shot at the free throw, so it will stay with them, though, on side out of bounds here with 5:51 to go. Inbound comes. Paxton on the guard. They get it over to Mickelson. Mickelson throws it inside, and Reeves is able to go up strong and get two. So 7-5 in favor of Grace. Gabrielson brings it up, gets it to DeVries. DeVries drives middle, puts it up, and they're going to say on the floor, they're not going to give him the shot. That's kind of, and Coach Sheet is not happy about it. But one good thing is that's against Draper. That's his second. And they've definitely been going to him and Reeves. It seems that's where their height is. We have some substitutions for them. We also see Vincent and Gabrielson coming out. Sheets and Monroe going to come in. Hutchison will inbound the ball from the underneath his basket slightly to the right. Gets into Paxton. Paxton goes baseline, and he takes it all the way to the hole and good. So 7-7, quickly into the half court. Monroe almost with the steal. DeVries does get the steal, though, and that'll be the first turnover against Grace. They bring it down. Hutchison driving the middle, gets it to Monroe. Monroe looking to go baseline. It's tipped out from behind him and out of bounds. It will stay with Riverton. 5:11 left to play, and we're knotted up at 7. If you're just tuning in, Jason Vincent hit with a flagrant foul. Inbound goes to DeVries. DeVries for 3, airs it completely. Was way too long on the shot there. And so he is now 1 for 3 from three-point range, 2 for 4 overall. But it goes out of bounds off of Grace and will remain with Riverton. They inbound it, get it to Sheets. Sheets drives into the free throw line, dishes to Hutchison, who gets it to DeVries, and DeVries just can't hold on to the great pass. It's just a little bit low as far as a great look. He would have had an easy 2. It goes off of his knees and out of bounds. But it looks like Riverton is setting up for, they were just showing press. They're not really going to set up in it as we go under 5 minutes to go. Gilbert has it up top, harassed by Paxton. They set a screen, now Monroe on him. Throwing it off to the side, back up top to Reeves. Reeves swings it over to Mickelson, who tries to go inside, and it's stolen away for turnover number 2. Nicely done again by Derek. Derek's going to drive down the middle, try and put it up. Doesn't really get the shot up, but was in an act of shooting, so he will get 2 shots. Foul is going to go against number 14. That's Clegg. If you remember from pregame show, important guy for them as well. That is his first, team 3rd. DeVries puts the first free throw up in the air. It's off, back iron, and no good. So one more shot, chance for Riverton to take a lead. They haven't had a lead in a while in the past 2 nights. Up and good. So the slimmest of leads, but hey, hopefully some confidence from it. 8-7 with 4:36 to go in the first quarter. Bringing the ball up court is Gilbert. Gilbert is guarded by Paxton. Of course, Riverton in the man-to-man. Swings it over to Lloyd. Lloyd swings it to Reeves, who shoots for 3, misses. DeVries comes down with the rebound. It kind of ping-pongs around. They get to Paxton. Paxton to Sheets. Sheets puts it up too hard and no good, misses the wide-open layup. So quickly back down is Grace. They're swinging it cross court. They get it over to Reeves. Reeves hands it off while bumping into Gilbert. Going inside to number 1. They put it up and good by Mickelson. 9-8 in favor of Grace. You cannot miss point-blank layups. He had it all by himself and just put it up too strong. Sheets now has it on the right wing. Back up top to DeVries. Swings it to Hutchison to the baseline to Paxton. Paxton going to look to drive baseline. Puts up an 8-footer. Hits all sorts of rim, but no good. Ball is rebounded by Riverton. By Grace. Grace is going to drive it all the way down. Puts it up. Does Gilbert. Misses it badly. Rebound comes away by Monroe, and we're going to get a steal by Mickelson. No, they're going to blow the whistle there and call a foul, I do believe. Let's see here. Are they going to signal or did it just go out of bounds? They're just going to say it went out of bounds. I thought they whistled a foul there. But it is Riverton's ball nonetheless. They get up. Brody Dale now seeing his first action of the night. Dale has it on the left wing. He tries to go inside to Vincent, and we're going to get a foul against number 11. That is Gilbert. That's his first, team 4th against Grace High School. And Jason Vincent was the person fouled. He'll be inbounding underneath the basket. Goes all the way towards the half-court line to DeVries. DeVries looks set up. He's going to drive middle. Stops from 8 feet. Puts it up. No good by Derek. And Grace comes away with the rebound and the 1-point lead. Kicked back out to Gilbert. Gilbert looking inside for Clegg. And we're going to see a shot by Mickelson for a long 2. And it is missed. And here comes Riverton. Vincent has it. Might have been able to call a walk on him there, but doesn't. They get out to Brody Dale. Dale gets it to Vincent. Vincent and DeVries on the left post. Or not left post, left baseline. Almost stolen, gets control of it out to Dale, back to DeVries and back to Dale. Dale step back, does a crossover, comes up, gets it to DeVries. DeVries to Gabrielson. Gabrielson goes to Monroe, who's now double teamed towards the post. Gets it back out to Gabrielson. Gabrielson to Vincent, and Vincent's going to get hammered from behind by Reeves. That'll be Reeves' first, team 5th with 2:22 left. And for a team that only seemingly dresses about 10 total guys is how many they have on the bench, you don't probably want to be getting in foul trouble this early in the game. Inbound by Vincent to Gabrielson on the right baseline. He gets it out to Dale up top. Dale drives middle, passes to DeVries on the left wing. DeVries looks to cross over, spins, goes to the paint, tries to put it up, and they're going to say it's a foul on the floor. So, yeah, another foul. This one against number 20, that's Lloyd. And that's team number 6 against this team from Grace High School in Idaho. Hunter Houck now in the game, along with Dale, Gabrielson, Vincent, and DeVries. Inbound goes almost all the way to midcourt to Dale. Dale gets it over to Gabrielson. Gabrielson looks to drive to the paint, has to pick up his dribble, gets it to Houck. Houck to DeVries on the left wing. DeVries bringing it up top, looking to drive, is cut off. Zone defense now, 2-3 zone by Grace. They get DeVries is going to drive the middle, puts it up, and one! Nicely done by DeVries there. Foul is against 14. That's Clegg. That's his second. He is the leading scorer, by the way, I do believe, for Grace. I think that's one of the stats I got. I'll lay hands on it in a second. But the really bad part, if you are a fan of Grace High School, is the simple fact that they now are, Riverton's now in the bonus and it's still the first quarter. Excuse me, he's not the leading scorer. That's Dallin Draper. Puts it up and good is the free throw by Derek there. So 11-9 in favor of Riverton. Paxton back in the game. You've got all your starters with one exception, that being Hutchison, and Houck is in. Ball is going to be harassed on the sideline, and they have forced a turnover, number 3, against Grace. So all sorts of things except for the scoreboard going way against Grace right now as we go at a minute and a half to go in the first quarter. DeVries has it. He's got it up top. He's looking inside for Hunter Houck. Ball is tipped away, and that's their first real turnover of the evening. And Grace comes back the other way. They look to drive, kicking it out. Head fakes a 3, drives the middle, and is going to get a foul is Clegg. This one being with a C, not the K. That'd be number 24. Foul is going to go against Derek DeVries. Someone please correct him. The PA announcer, that is. Clegg with a C puts it up and misses the first free throw. And I'm going to try and get a first name here real quick on these guys just so I can not get it completely. Just keep calling him with a C. So his name is Joe. So Joe Clegg misses the second one, but rebound by Grace, unfortunately. But they toss it, throw it away out of bounds after the rebound, trying to set up, and it will be a turnover over to Riverton. They're both, they're both Clegg with a C. Just one is Kai, and that's why I had the K. Kai Clegg, that was Joe Clegg with the missed free throws. Inbound is going to be by Gabrielson to Paxton. Paxton brings it up, goes to Gabrielson on the right wing. Gabrielson looks up top, then decides to dribble it up top instead of passing it. Gets a pass over to the left wing to Paxton. Paxton bringing it up top, gets it to Ty Sheets. Ty Sheets on the right wing. The left wing gets it to Paxton for 3. Bam! Parker Paxton with his first 3 of the night. And it's 14-9 with 45 seconds left in the first quarter in favor of Riverton. Grace looks to pass over the right wing, gets it back up top to Joe Clegg. Joe Clegg looking to drive, looked to hand it off to one, but he wasn't there. They do get it to Jorgensen, who's now in, but we're going to get a foul against Parker there. That's his first, team's second, with 31.5 seconds left. 14-9, Riverton with the lead, and Riverton already in the bonus. 17 fouls by Grace. Grace inbounds it, almost throws away, and now it leaves a wide-open Jorgensen. He dishes, actually, to Mickelson, who misses. Rebound by Vincent. Paxton going to bring it up as we go under 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. Looks like he's going to hold for the last shot of the quarter up around the middle circle. Gets it to Ty Sheets. Sheets over to Paxton on the left wing to Gabrielson. We've only got 4 seconds. They tried. It's going to get turned over there. It's going to be a mad dash with the ball. Not a well-executed play there to end the quarter. So after one here at Lincoln Middle School in Green River, it is 14-9 in favor of Riverton. We'll be right back on KTAK.
Come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Hometown Freedom Healthcare, making healthcare great. Providing coverage in family medicine, women's health, pediatrics, and mental health. Meet providers Tara Blumenshine and Adina Vasco and Jessica Rodriguez. Come see us at Hometown Freedom Healthcare, locally owned, 463-0541.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Wolverine basketball. After the first quarter, it is 14-9 in favor of the Wolverines. Leading scorer so far is Derek DeVries with 9. Parker has 5, and they're the only two who've scored for Riverton. In fact, as far as shots go, only Hutchison has 1 shot. Sheets has 1 shot. Both have missed. So only 2 guys with made baskets here. Off of a screen, I think they're going to get Jason Vincent after the inbound on an illegal screen. They do. Remember, he had the intentional or flagrant foul earlier. That's his second. It'll be team third, so kind of curious to see what Coach Sheets does here. Hasn't gone to the bench yet. Grace bringing it up, trails by 5. Gilbert with it. Gilbert looking to make a move. He does get past Gabrielson. Vincent helps out, but leaves 15 open from 15, and he is good. So that is Reeves for 2, and cuts it down to a 1-possession game at 14-11. Gabrielson hits DeVries in the paint. DeVries looking to go up with it. Does so horribly. Probably should have passed it out. And on the offensive rebound attempt, we're going to see Hutchison go up, get called for the foul, and he goes down hard. He does get up, thankfully. But that foul is against Hutchison. That is his first. Team fourth. So far they haven't been able to take advantage of getting Grace in the bonus. Gabrielson trying to steal it. Now Paxton, now we're all over the ground. And now we've got open guys, and it leads to an easy layup by Sorensen of Grace. Just once everybody started going to the ground, there just was not open. So 14-13, 1-point game. Paxton now with it on the right wing. He looks to drive, picks it up, and they might get him for a walk. Nope, they're going to call the foul, luckily, because he did jump stop and then take a step. Foul is going to go against number 11. That's Gilbert. That's his second, team 8th. So that will send Parker to the line. Paxton, of course, one of the best free throw shooters in Wyoming last year, has struggled a little bit to his standard, but puts the first one up and good. Let's see here. Last night, Parker was 2 for 2. And he puts the second one up and good. So hopefully those things are rectified, and he's back to being Mr. Money at the 15-foot free throw line. 6:50 to go, 16-13 in favor of Riverton in the first half, I might add. Number 11 drives. Derek DeVries alters the shot, and it comes up no good. Doesn't even draw iron. Paxton to Hutchison now. Hutchison comes up from the baseline, picks up his dribble, gets it to DeVries. DeVries looking to go baseline, does so, has to pass it to Gabrielson. Gabrielson to Hutchison. They're going to call him for a walk. He went up in the air, didn't know if he wanted to shoot or pass, and so he did neither with 6.5 minutes left in the first half. Inbound, Cade Gabrielson giving a little bit of token pressure. They're really not turning on the pressure until they get close to the half-court line. Now they do. Vincent switches off with him, and they're going to dribble it out of bounds. Nicely done by the Riverton Wolverine defense to cause the 4th turnover of the night for Grace High School. Right now, just to recap, you've got your starters, Hutchison, DeVries, Paxton, Gabrielson, and Vincent in the ball game for the Wolverines. Gabrielson bringing it over the timeline, goes to his right, hands it off to DeVries. DeVries dribbles back out towards the timeline, looks to make his move, swings it to Paxton for the long 3. No good. Rebound comes away to Grace. Grace High School working it on the outside of the perimeter, going down low towards the baseline. to Joe Clegg. Joe Clegg bringing it out, looking to reset, looks to drive. Vincent cuts him off. He gets double teams by Paxton. They swing it all the way underneath. Shot challenged by Gabrielson, but just doesn't have the height that Reeves has, and he is good to make it 16-15 in favor of Riverton. Hutchison now with it on the left wing after Gabrielson brings it up. He's looking to drive. He does drive the middle, gets it to Paxton out on the perimeter. Paxton looking to drive, does so, stops from 8, pops it, and good. So 18-15, and we have a timeout by Coach Sheets. So 5:18 to go, 3-point lead for Riverton. They'll take a full timeout. We've got to pay some bills, so we'll take it with them and be right back on 93.9 KTAK.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time. You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Wolverine basketball. Coming out of the full timeout by Coach Sheets, the Riverton Wolverines lead 18-15. They are in the bonus. They have been since the first quarter, only able to take advantage of that really one time, and that was on Pax's 2 made free throws. Grace has really settled down as far as getting fouls, had 7 in the first quarter, 1 since. So Vincent going for the steal there. Joe Clegg able to look like he was going to shoot from 15, but then just stopped. And we're going to get a travel called against Reeves, who had it down towards the right baseline. With 5:01 to go, it'll be Riverton basketball. And we've got some substitutions here. We got Drevin Monroe coming in, Hutchison back, Houck coming in. I didn't even see it. He had to sprint on there. So Hutchison now with it on the left wing. Looking inside for Monroe at the top block. He looks to drive. He does so, puts it up, and one! Nicely done by Drevin Monroe. What he lacked for in height, he absolutely had in strength over the defender. The foul going against Mickelson. That's his first, team 9. So next foul will be 2 shots for any Wolverine the rest of the 4 minutes and 48 seconds in the half. Sheets coming in, checking in for Hutchison. Drevin Monroe puts up the free throw, and it circles around the drain and goes in. So nicely done there. 21-15 in favor of Riverton. Riverton really hyping up the pressure defensively at the half-court line. The moment they cross over, they are harassing them completely. Almost looks like a steal. They're going to have to throw it. They do get it and maintain it. Get to Clegg and then get it out to Jorgensen. Jorgensen with it up top for Grace. Coming over to the right, goes to Mickelson. Mickelson looks to break it down. Shoots for 50. Absolutely rejected by Derek DeVries. Rebound goes away, and DeVries comes away with a steal after Trevor Monroe gets the tip. They get Hunter on the fly. He misses. Monroe with the rebound, and he's going to be fouled. I can't tell you what a block by Mr. DeVries that was. That was incredible. Just said no, sir, after he'd gotten beat by Reeves. So Trevor Monroe, after Houck's miss, is going to go to the line shooting 2, as is the 10th team foul, and it is foul number 1 against Joe Clegg. Monroe misses the first, but will get the second. Well, we'll get the second attempt, I should say. He misses that one, and we've got a lane violation anyway. It would not have counted against Monroe. He stepped over. So we've got a timeout on the floor. Looks like it is by Grace High School's Coach Lloyd. We will take it with him as it is a full timeout and be back on KTAK. Your score right now, 21-15 in favor of Riverton.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Out of the timeout, Grace now has it in the half court, 21-15, under 4 minutes to go in the half. Riverton with the lead. Swinging around the pressure defense and not real pressure defense, but the pressure of the defense in the half court has greatly intensified by Riverton. They're out there like a bunch of scrappy dogs right now, causing all sorts of havoc for Grace. DeVries with the deflection. And he's going to get a cheap one as he was going for the ball there, as it was the ball was being passed back and forth between Joe Clegg and Mickelson. He's going to kind of hip check Joe Clegg, and so it'll be out of bounds. That's DeVries' second, though. Team fifth. They're saying team six, so somewhere I've got there. Yeah, I just didn't have the team fouls marked right. 3.5 to go. Up top with it is Jorgensen of Grace High School. Grizzlies looking to do anything they can. Parker all in his face. Monroe gets the slap away, the deflection. Houck comes away with the steal. Nicely done by the young man. They get up to Paxson. Paxson driving. Picks up his dribble and is going to get tied up. And we're going to go to the possession arrow. The worst thing since purple ketchup. The possession arrow. Just not a fan, and it will go over to Grace High School Grizzlies here with 3:10 to go in the first half. They inbound it now. A little bit, it's kind of weird. They do fully extend the press, if you will, but it doesn't get overly intense until they get past half court. And then it's just a bunch of rabid dogs. And now we got a loose ball on the floor. It's going to be a turnover caused by the pressure executed by Cade Gabrielson. That'll be the fifth turnover of the evening for Grace High School. Riverton still only with one true turnover. Gabrielson brings it up, gets it to DeVries. DeVries driving down to the baseline, gets stuck, tries to swing it out to nobody, gets intercepted, and taking it all the way in for the layup is Gilbert. Going coast to coast. Right now for your Wolverines, Sheets, Gabrielson, Monroe, DeVries, and Houck in the game. Ty Sheets splits a double team, has to pick up the dribble, hits DeVries going to the bucket, and he misses it. He looks at the ref wanting the foul, but he's not going to get it. Grace coming back, Joe Clegg with it, drives the middle, and he's going to get called for the charge by Drevin Monroe. Drevin Monroe, maybe Joe Clegg said something. He gets up holding his chin pretty high because Drevin looked at him like, what are you talking about? Foul goes against number 24, Joe Clegg. That's his second. Team is way into the bonus, but offensive foul does not equal free throws. DeVries has it, brings over the timeline, gets it to Sheets. Sheets pulls up from 14, in and out, no good. Rebound by Grace. They're not really looking to press the issue, but they do come up in a little bit of a hurry. Looking to drive baseline is Gilbert. He gets stuck, gets one guy in there, gets the second guy in there. He got Gabrielson up in there. Monroe went for the block and just came through a little bit too hard on his follow-through and hacked him. So that'll be his first. It is team seventh, but it will be 2 shots for Gilbert and 1-1 until the 10th foul the rest of the way for this minute 50. Gilbert puts the first free throw up, hits the front iron, side iron, and no good. Some massive substitutions here as Vincent, Hutchison, and Paxson come back in. They join Coach Bo Sheets' son, Ty Sheets, on the floor here. Second shot is up, and it is good by Gilbert. So 21-18. They've gotten it back down to one possession, have the Grizzlies of Grace. Vincent with it, gets over the timeline to Hutchison. Hutchison looking to go baseline, gets it to Gabrielson in the paint. He kicks it out to Paxson. Paxson with a little shove, no call there. Gabrielson gets it out to Vincent. Vincent looking to go baseline, gets it inside to Hutchison, who kicks out to Paxson for three. Good by Parker Paxson from downtown. Back out to a 24-18 lead for Riverton. Minute 18 to play in the half. Funneling back into Draper, who's back in, and he's quickly, the reason I say back in, he was taken out with 2 fouls. They brought him back with a minute and a half left, and he gets called for the charge there. That's his third. So I anticipate here, here we go. Lloyd's going to come right back in and grab him, and that's unfortunate if you're a Grace Grizzly, because he just came back in the game after having to sit after 2 quick ones, went in under control and a second charge. Kate Gabrielson, of course, a week ago, mentioned that was an important part of their game. They swing it to Sheets for 3. Good! Ty Sheets from way downtown beyond the arc. Quickly, 27-18, 58 seconds to go. Stolen by Hutchison. Hutchison's got Paxson with him. Dishes to Paxson. Paxson gets it. Too much passing, and it's going to lead to a turnover. Jump ball, but it'll stay with him, so no turnover. Just too much passing. Hutchison had it 2-on-1 with Paxson. Either one pass or go up, fake the pass, and go for the shot. But then to Paxson late on the drive, and it just didn't turn out good. Gabrielson inbounds to Paxson out towards midcourt. He's looking to drive. Gets it to Sheets for 3. Good! Ty Sheets! 2 in a row for Ty Sheets. And quickly, the lead is ballooned to 30-18 with 35 seconds left in the half. Vincent guarding number 20, Lloyd, who has it on the right side. Lloyd gets it to Joe Clegg. Clegg looking to do things. He's guarded by Sheets. They get it out to Gilbert on the right side. He drives down, misses. Rebound is going to be, nope, it's going to be a foul. Lloyd, with the miss there. And the foul is going to go against number 15, who credit Paxson with having great position on the box out. And he goes over the back, which does send Paxson to the line, shooting 2 shots with 20.8 seconds left. First one is up and good. So 31-18. One more shot coming for Parker, looking to go 4 for 4, and he is. And now he looks, just by his form and his body gestures and his composure, he's now feeling the free throws like he should, and he has been for the previous year. Quickly getting it over to the right wing for a 3-point shot. That is missed by Lloyd, and the ball's going to go out of bounds and over to Riverton off the miss. So with 7.2 seconds, Riverton has a shot to extend this 14-point lead, which suddenly ballooned quickly. Gabrielson gets it down. He gets it to Ty Sheets, and Ty Sheets is going to be called for a travel with 1.8 seconds left. Second true turnover of the night for Riverton. They're going to extend the full court press, not want to give up any kind of open, cheap look. Inbound to 11. He shoots from half court. No good. He is no good, and the parents and whatnot want the foul. The girls' team wants the foul there, but no foul is going to be called. So at half, it is Riverton 32, Grace Grizzlies 18. We'll be right back with the Central Wyoming College halftime show after these messages.
This year to be healthier, you may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
A well-drawn-up game plan can be the difference between wins and losses. The same can be said about your mental health. Making a game plan to talk to your children can make a huge impact on them and help make them feel supported and listened to. The good news is, this winning game plan isn't hard to implement. All it takes is you starting the conversation and being ready to talk. If you need helpful resources and tools, you can visit FremontCountyPrevention.com.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stands.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
Welcome back to KTAK coverage of Riverton High School basketball, and welcome to the Central Wyoming College Halftime Show. At the half, it is Riverton 32, the Grace High School Grizzlies out of Idaho 18. And boy, what a few minutes of a stretch make. Tight game most of the half until about the last 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, and then Sheets getting 2 quick threes, Paxton getting a 3, and just really opening it up. Right now for Grace High School, you have their leading scorer right now is number 15, Reeves, with 8. Gilbert has 6, and then Mickelson and Sorensen have 2. So the big story, however, and me and Connor were just talking about it, is for all their size, Draper, who is their leading scorer, just shy of 10 points a game as they do spread things out, went out early with 2 quick fouls as the team as a whole had 7 fouls, had put Riverton in the bonus midway, a little past midway in the first quarter. Draper came back in. The very first play with him back in the ball game was disaster for Grace as he got called for a charge and quickly has no points, only has attempted 1 shot, and has 3 fouls. So not what Grace High School anticipated at all, wanting to take advantage of their leading scorer being taller by 3 inches really than anybody on Riverton's team. Grace is 8 of 17 from the field. They are shooting 47%. From the free throw line, Grace is 2 for 4. Oh, I got to do some math here real quick. 2 for 4, 2 for 5. So 40% from the line, shooting 2 for 5 from from the free throw line. So exactly what we would hope to see out of a rebound game from a 3-2 Riverton Coach Sheets team. They came out and didn't go full court press, but the moment gave a little token, showed a little bit of a press, but never really got up in your grill type of thing like you'd see from like a Cheyenne East girls team in years past. I don't know about this year. I assume still the same thing. But moment a Grizzly passed the half-court line, starting about 2-3 minutes ago in the first quarter, it was just aggressive, rabid dog defense in the half court by the Riverton Wolverines, and Grace was greatly affected by it, just could not figure their way out. They only had 5 turnovers, and it make you think, well, then again, maybe it didn't have the effect that Kevin's saying it did. But it forced so many bad shots that it just didn't pan out very well for Grace. You are listening to KTAK. You're watching WYO Today, and you're in the midst of the Central Wyoming College halftime show. We'll be right back in about 1 minute, and we'll go over the stats from the first half for your Riverton Wolverines.
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
And welcome back to the Central Wyoming College halftime show here on KTAK. Riverton leading 32-18 at half over Grace Grizzlies. In the half, your leading scorer, Parker Paxson, led the way with 14. Derek DeVries has 9. Ty Sheets with 6. Monroe with 3. The Riverton Wolverines are 10 of 21 from the field, 47%. Not probably where Coach Sheets would like them to be, but definitely better than last night. And they are 6 of 7 from the free throw line, shooting right at 86%. So 14-point lead for Riverton. Their defense has led to some easy offense, and they've done very well as far as that. Still looking for some other guys to step up as far as shooting, especially of the starters. Jason Vincent has not taken a shot. Cade Gabrielson has not taken a shot. Hutchison has only taken 1 shot. He's 0 for 1. Houck has taken 1 shot. He's 0 for 1. Brody Dale, who has played, took 0 shots. McIntosh and Watt have not seen any action yet, and Lucas is out. So really it's all been Paxton and DeVries with a little bit of help from Sheets and Monroe, but that has kind of been the scoring. So we've got about 30 seconds left. We're going to take one real quick commercial, and we will be right back with the second half action here on KTAK.
Healthcare, making healthcare great. Providing coverage in family medicine, women's health, pediatrics, and mental health. Meet providers Tara Blumenshine and Adina Vasco and Jessica Rodriguez. Come see us at Hometown Freedom Healthcare, locally owned, 463-0541.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage. To start the second half, Grace Grizzlies will start with the ball. They will be going right to left on your radio dial. 32-18 in favor of Riverton. Inbound, and here we go. Gilbert has the ball. He's going to get it over to Lloyd. Lloyd back to Reeves. Reeves looking to the corner, gets it to Lloyd for 3. Gilbert for 3, no good. And we're going to have a foul on the rebound attempt. It is going to be against number 1, Mickelson. That is his first, team first. So starting out very quickly, 13 seconds in with the first foul of the second half. Little bit of token pressure. Paxson and Gabrielson able to get the ball over, passing it back and forth. Gabrielson has it to Vincent. Gabrielson up top, back to Paxson. Paxson brings it all the way up top, gets to the right wing to DeVries. DeVries going cross court to Gabrielson. Gabrielson thought about 3 drives in, passes to Vincent in the paint. Vincent now stuck, gets it to Gabrielson, who puts it up. Good! Cade Gabrielson, his first shot and first point of the night, and it is 34 to 18. Excuse me. Now with it in the half court. Grace looking inside. They were looking inside for Draper. Stolen away by Paxson. Paxson brings it down, gets it to Hutchinson. Hutchinson loses control, and that's the 3rd turnover of the night against Riverton. And he had some numbers there. Swinging around the front court. Little turn and fade away. Fade to the side, really, is good by Reeves. 34-20. You just get the sense that this first 2-3 minutes is very important for Grace. DeVries now with it on the right wing. DeVries looks inside, gets it to Gabrielson. Gabrielson stops, brings it out about to 14 feet, falls to the ground, misses. DeVries with the rebound. Hutchinson coming in, kicks it to Gabrielson, over to Paxson, stolen away. And they will take it all the way in and good by Gilbert. Easy breakaway coast to coast for Gilbert of Grace, and it is 34-22. Vincent has to break a little bit of a trap at half court, gets it to Hutchinson, who then gets it to Paxson. Back up top to Hutchinson. Hutchinson brings it over, bounces it to DeVries. DeVries backs up, surveys the defense, gets it to Gabrielson. Over to Paxson. Paxson for 3. Good by Parker. 37-22. Paxson now with 17 on the night. 5:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. Looking for Draper at the high block. He's guarded by DeVries. He has to back out. He has 3 fouls. Looking to drive is Gilbert. Gilbert takes all the way in, misses. Rebound comes away to Paxton. Paxton gets it to Gabrielson. Gabrielson was going to shoot a 3. It was blocked and was taken away by Grace. They're on the break. They look for the easy layup, and they're going to get hammered is Gilbert, and he will go to the line here. Foul is going against Paxson. That's his second. Team first of the second half. I'll give him credit. He didn't make it worth it as far as not letting the shot get up too awfully high, not allowing him to make it and get the and one. Gilbert with the first free throw is up and good. Gilbert so far 1 for 4 in the half. He has taken 4 shots. The only other shot coming from Reeves, and he got that one in. Gilbert right now sitting at 9 points, looking for number 10 at the line here. Puts it up, and it's left short. Rebound by DeVries. Ty Sheets not looking for the pass. DeVries threw it anyway. It's going to be all sorts of kicked around, and we're going to have back-to-back turnovers there. As they gave it up, and then yet another turnover, and yet another turnover. We just had 4 turnovers, ladies and gentlemen, in 15 seconds. Paxson gets it for 3. Oh, just misses. Ty Sheets goes up for the rebound. It's going to be slapped away and out of bounds. So Paxson, that was in and out there, but no good. 37-23. In favor of Riverton. Sheets looking to inbound. It has to go way towards midcourt with it to Paxson. Paxson now looking to set it up. 2-3 zone now being seen. Gets into Drevin Monroe, who just checked in. He drives down the middle. Kicks out to DeVries for 3. Bam! Derek DeVries from downtown. He now has 12, and that takes the lead up to 17. Little bit, like I said, token pressure in the front court, and then the moment they cross half court, there is Jason Vincent to meet Joe Clegg. Clegg gets over to Lloyd. Lloyd guarded by Sheets, looks for Reeves. Reeves trying to go inside. Turnover there is a steal by Drevin Monroe. Vincent now has it, brings it up to the wing, gets over to Vincent. DeVries gets back to Vincent. Vincent drives, puts it up, and no good. Can't get the and one. Looked like it was going to fall, but it did not. Foul is going to go against number 32, that being Draper. That's his 4th. So, and team second. So he's going to be coming out. Jason Vincent will go line for 2. He leaves the first, in and out, hit the front iron, then went to the back iron and came back out. That was Vincent's first shot of the game. He's still looking for his first point of the game. Vincent has it, puts the free throw up, and leaves it short, no good. Rebound comes away by Grace. Vincent still looking for his first points of the ball game. Mickelson's going to bring it in. He gets it to Kai Clegg, back out to Mickelson, over to Lloyd. Lloyd goes back into Clegg, gets it back out to Joe Clegg. Back to Kai Clegg at the post, kicks it outside for a three. Left it way short, did Sorensen. And rebound comes away to Riverton. Paxson has it on the right wing. He's looking to drive, kicks it to Ty Sheets. Sheets to Drevin Monroe. Monroe on the wing looks to drive, then hands it off to Sheets, who gets up to DeVries. Hits Vincent down low. He puts it up. He was looking for the foul. Can't get it, but he does come away with the ball. Now it's kind of going everywhere, and it's going to be a turnover. But taken right back, Vincent puts it up again, and it is no good, but he's going to get fouled again, this time by Sorensen. That'll be his first, team third of the half. And Vincent will go to the line, still looking for his first points. 0 for 3 for the day on the field. Nails the first one to become 1 for 3 from the free throw line. So 41-23 now. Riverton just having their way. Vincent puts the second one up, hits every bit of iron I think it possibly could, and then it goes in. So 42-23 in favor of Riverton with 3:22. Vincent and DeVries coming out. So you have Houck, Gabrielson, Paxson, Sheets, and Monroe in the game. Monroe with the blue tealish shoes, and Gabrielson with the black. So not everybody wearing the white shoes, matching the white uniforms, but that's okay. Little individuality never hurt anybody. Looking to feed the post, they do. They kick it back out. Joke Leg up to Mickelson. Mickelson for a three. No good. Monroe going for the rebound. I think they're going to get 14 over the back there. That's exactly who they get. That is Kai Clegg. That's his third, team fourth of the half. And we're seeing Brody Dale come in for Paxton. So outside of Kate Gabrielson, we've got guys on the backups in the game. Kate Gabrielson has it. He's looking to funnel it over the line. It's going to go out of bounds, and they're not going to have long on that 10-second clock left. They're going to need to get it over. It was deflected. Right now on the turnover side, 8 by Grace, 6 by Riverton. They inbound it to Gabrielson. Gabrielson gets it to Dale. Dale brings it over the timeline. Hits Monroe on the baseline. Monroe drives baseline. Nice jump stop and nice score by Monroe there. Puts it up 44-23 in favor of Riverton. 21-point lead, and immediately Mickelson, as he gets down to set up the offense, tosses it over and out of bounds looking for Sorensen. So I think that Coach Lloyd has had enough. He's going to call a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with him and be right back on KTAK.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton High School basketball. 2:32 left in the third, 21-point lead, 44-23 for the Wolverines. And the ball out of this timeout. Inbounded to Dale. Dale back to Gabrielson. Gabrielson sees the trap, gets it to Dale. Dale looking to drive, gets it Monroe. Monroe doesn't go baseline this time. Looking inside, gets it to Houck. Houck pulls it back out, goes cross court to Sheets. Sheets for three. Good! Ty Sheets from way downtown gets his first points of the second half, 47-23. Reeves with it now. Reeves, Mickelson over to Lloyd. Grace just looking for anything they can get. Joe Clegg with it. Joe Clegg brings it up top. Foul trouble being a major issue for them, both with Kai Clegg and with Draper, their leading scorer. Getting it down to the baseline, kicking it back up, and they're taking their time now is Grace. Grace looking inside, gets it to Sorensen. Sorensen's going to be fouled just ever so slightly by Ty Sheets, but they didn't miss that one. So that's his first, team second of the half. So it'll be inbounded by Mickelson underneath. We see Hutchison coming back in. He's going to come get Monroe. And we'll get ready to reset here. Looking for anybody. Mickelson gets into Sorensen. Sorensen closed out by Hutchison. Gets over to Joe Clegg. He's guarded by Houck. He drives and then has to pull it back up. Now he makes a move. He does get around and kicks it out for an open three. Good. Three-pointer by Lloyd there. It was wide open after the drive drew the help. 47-26, minute 18 to go in the third quarter. Dale bringing it over the timeline. He looks to go to his right, gets it to Hutchison. Hutchison brings it back up the wing, almost gets it stolen, does get it stolen. Nope, he stepped out of bounds in the process of gaining possession. Did Reeves, so it'll stay with a minute 08 with Riverton. Gabrielson inbounds to Dale. Dale brings it back over the timeline, gets it to Gabrielson. Gabrielson going to shoot a three and misses everything. So it'll go over to Grace on the rebound. They're looking to drive the middle. Little turn, bad shot by 15. He looks for some help from the refs, but just a poor shot. Hunter Houck came along with it. Dale gets it to Hutchison. Hutchison lays it up easily. A little bit of napping there by Grace, and it is 49-26. That is Hutchison's first points of the night, his first shot of the second half. 30 seconds left to go. Joe Clegg with it up top. Gets it over to Reeves. Reeves looking cross-court for Mickelson. Mickelson's going to shoot the three. Misses everything. Dale comes away with the rebound with 18 seconds left. Hutchison now with it. Gets over the timeline. Gets it back to Dale. Dale pulls it all the way out. He's guarded pretty tightly, actually, by Lloyd, and just a little too much. Nope, it's going to be a 30-second timeout by Coach Sheets. So with 6.6 seconds left, 49-26 Riverton in the third quarter. We'll take it with them. Be right back on KTAK.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton High School basketball. We are here at the Flaming Gorge Invitational in Green River today. Tomorrow we'll be in Green River and then Rock Springs, Green River for the girls. And it's 49-26. Inbounded to Dale with 3 seconds, 2 seconds. He gets it to Sheets, gets it to Houck with 1 second. Dale has to loft the three, no good. I don't know if that would have counted. Not evidently the greatest of executions of what they had set up, as they had a timeout and then desperation shot. But we'll be right back after three. It's 49-26. All Riverton. We'll be back on KTAK.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
And welcome back to KTAK's continuing coverage of Riverton High School basketball. 49-26 going into the fourth quarter. Riverton with a nice 23-point lead. Inbounding it to start the fourth to DeVries. DeVries goes to his left, gets it to Paxton for three. No good. Rebound by Vincent, though. Vincent looks to drive, hits DeVries, who's going to shoot a wide-open three. He leaves it short. Rebound by Paxton. DeVries looks to drive, puts it up and in. So nicely done there after a couple misses by Riverton. They kept with it. Got it in the front court now. does Grace High School. Grace High School swinging over. Ritland's backer. I'm going to have a hard time with that one. Has it. He's looking over to get it to Gilbert, and we're going to get a foul against Riverton here. It's going to go against wait, what? He held it up wrong. I think he meant 32? Okay, he signaled the wrong. He signaled the wrong guy. Who are they calling the foul on? No, it's not on 32 because they don't have a 32. Okay, how he got 32 out of 1 is beyond me, but that's DeVries' third as they put 32 up. There's no 32 in. Draper gets the basket underneath on the inbounds, puts it up, and good. And, ladies and gentlemen, it took to the 7:15 mark in the fourth quarter for Grace's leading scorer to make a shot. He has 4 fouls, 2 points, only 2 shots. DeVries now with it, kicks it to Gabrielson. They're going to call the charge. That's going to be number 4 on Derek. So that is going to be team number 4 and Derek's 4th overall. Looks like they're going to leave him in the game, at least for now, as Grace brings it over 51-28. Grace swinging around the horn here a little bit on the outside, looking in. Gets it to Draper. Draper puts up another one. He misses. Gets his own rebound, puts it up, and good. So 30-51 in favor of Riverton. Paxson with Hutchison. Hutchison, Gabrielson on the right wing. Gets it back up top to to Paxson. Hutchison now with it on the left wing off the pass from Paxson. He's looking. He needs help, guys. Gets it finally to DeVries as they come over and help him out. DeVries drives in, puts the layup up and good. And great manipulation of his body there to keep himself from fouling and getting that charge. 53-30 with 6:11 to go in the ball game. You anticipate they'll look for Draper here. Right now, Gilbert with it, swings it all the way across to Jorgensen, back over to Kai Clegg, who's back in the game now, and winds up back with Gilbert, who drives in the paint, kicks it out to Ridlisbacher, gets it out for a 3, airballed, but Draper with the rebound. The miss was by Jorgensen, but Draper quickly now with 6. Hutchison now with it on the wing, looking inside for Vincent. Vincent looking to drive, puts it up, no good by Vincent as he missed the basket completely. Quickly, Grace coming down, looking for Draper again. They kick it back out to Jorgensen. Jorgensen swings it all the way around to Gilbert. Gilbert looking for Draper, finding him in the post. He brings it all the way back out. He's guarded by Hutchison. Looking to swing it to the left. They do so. Ridlisbacher has it. He's looking to get it to Kai Clegg, who's going to lose it out of bounds, I do believe. Let's see whose ball it's going to be. They're going to say it was tipped by Riverton. It was tipped by Riverton, so it'll stay with Grace High School. We see now Derek coming out and Jason Vincent coming out. Coming in are Sheets and Hauk. Coming in are Sheets and Hauk. I think I just repeated myself. Swing it underneath. They get into Kai. He swings it outside. 15-footer is no good. Kai Clegg and Hutchison fighting for it. And they're going to say he stepped on the line and went out of bounds. So that was off the miss by Reindlisbacher. I'll get it right at some point. And it'll go over to Riverton on the turnover. So a flat 10 now for Grace High School as they trail by 21. Paxson brings all the way up, hits a floater from 10 and 1. They just let Paxson keep coming, and by the time they knew to react to it, Rindlisbacher committed a foul and will send him to the line. That's the team 5th against Grace. Paxson takes the one dribble, puts it up, and puts it in. So this is more the Paxson we're used to seeing. He now has 20 on the night. Derek DeVries with 16, as your 2 leading scorers. Bringing it across half court is Grace High School and Gilbert. Gilbert looking to go to Draper. Draper passes back out to Gilbert, who shoots a three. No good. Rebound comes down to Grace. Back to Gilbert. Gilbert takes it in, tries to shoot a floater. No good by him again. Rebound is going to come away to Riverton. Hutchison brings it up court, gets it to Monroe for three, leaves it way short. Not the shot he's used to taking in these games, at least. And Grace trying to move. They're going to turn it over. Paxson comes away with it. Paxson gets it over to Hunter Houck for three. Oh, in and out, no good. I hate to sound questioning on that, but that was not what I expected to see. Grace comes down. Kai Clegg has it, puts it up. No good by Kai Clegg. And it'll be rebounded by Monroe. Gets it to Paxson as we go under 3:35 to play in the ball game. 24-point lead for Riverton. Out to Sheets. Sheets gets to Hutchison. Hutchison goes right to the basket, misses. Hunter with a nice rebound, kicks it out to Monroe. Monroe gets it back to Hutchison from point-blank range, and he finishes that one off all by himself there. 58-32 in favor of Riverton. 3:09 to go. Looking for Kai Clegg. He's kind of shaded between three-point line and the low block. He kicks it out to Gilbert, who shoots a three and is no good. Paxson comes away with the ball. Paxson gets it to Monroe, who's going to shoot another three. No good. Hutchinson swipes for it. Ty Sheet swipes for it. Neither one of them can come down with it. And Grace comes down the court, and we're going to get a foul there. And that's going to go against Parker for a hold. That's going to be his third, team fifth of the half with 2:46 to play in the ball game. We do have Parker's going to come out for, looks like we're going to have the first appearance tonight of Nick McIntosh. So we got Sheets, McIntosh, Houck, Monroe, and Dale now in the game. They inbound it to Kai Clegg. He puts it up and in. Riverton inbounding to Dale. Dale's going to bring it up on the left side, the far side. Gets it to McIntosh. McIntosh and Monroe around the high block. He spins, goes to the basket, puts it up. No good, but he is going to be fouled. Foul is against Mickelson. That's his third. Mickelson was complaining that he'd gotten hooked, which may be slightly true, but Monroe going in line to shoot two here. Next foul will put them in the bonus as well. Monroe's first shot is up and no good. So been a rough fourth quarter for him as far as finding the bottom of the basket. 0 for 3 from the field, 0 for 1 so far from free throw line. Puts the second one up, and it's way short. Rebounded by Grace. And they will look to bring it down as we go under 2.5 to play in the ballgame. They feed it to Draper. Draper out to Kai Clegg. Kai Clegg looking to make a move on Houck, kicks it out to Ridlisbacher, who misses from three, and Monroe comes away with the rebound. Gets it to Dale. Dale now to Houck. Houck back out to Dale. Dale gets it over to McIntosh, over to Sheets on the right baseline. He comes up top, gets it back to Dale, kicks it to McIntosh. McIntosh gets it out to Houck. Houck at the wing, gets his pockets picked, and the seventh turnover of the night. But Kai Clegg is going to turn it over. Yes, he is. It's going to go off of him last. 12th turnover night for Grace, and that's been kind of their night. They got the nice steal there, and then unable to convert and unable to get away as the Riverton defense got back. And now they're going to reverse their call, and say it's going to be Grace's ball out of bounds. So still setting at 11 turnovers on the game. Mickelson looking to inbounds to Draper, guarded by Monroe, but Monroe's given up several inches, and Draper scores. So 58-36, minute 40 to go. Draper 4 for 5 in the fourth quarter, and we're going to get a hold here. Let's see. As Riverton brought it up, it's going to go against, I do believe, Mickelson. It is. That's his fourth. Team seventh. So it'll be 1-1 for Ty Sheets with a minute 45. Shot is up and no good by Sheets. Rebound comes away to Grace with 1:40 to go. They look to feed it to Draper, and Houck and Sheets get all over him, but Draper was the last one to touch it. It goes out of bounds, so there's number 12th turnover. And tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, looking at this stat sheet, the way Draper is 4 for 5, in the fourth quarter, 8 points already in just a little bit of action. It's probably good that they concentrate on getting him in foul trouble and not seeing him, because he has had his way a little bit, and that was before the starters came out. This isn't just lately. This has been the whole time he's been in. When he's been on the court, he's been a force. He just hasn't been on the court very much. Dale has it, gets it to Monroe. Monroe now at the top of the key. Monroe gets it back to Dale as we go under 1:25 to go. Dale kicks it to McIntosh down on the left baseline. McIntosh looks to drive, kicks out to Houck for 3. No good by Hunter Houck. Really not his game, really not his shot, in my opinion. Coming down, they get it to Draper. Draper working on Monroe, gets trapped by Houck. They kick it out to Kai Clegg for 3, and he nails it. So 58-39, 19-point game. We are now under a minute to go in the ball game. Dale's going to try and take it all the way. He's going to get stripped, though, and that's going to be number 8. They kick it back out to Dale off the steal. No good on the they force a turnover. Houck able to track it down and get the rebound. Dale missing from 3 there. They get it. Sheets drives and puts it up and in. A lot just happened there. 60-39, 21-point lead. We're now under 30 seconds. Mickelson has it, gets it up top to Ridlesbacher. Swings it down, and they wind up with Kai Clegg near the high left block. Kai Clegg to Draper. Draper being guarded by Monroe. Looks to kick it back out for a 3-by-5. He leaves it well short, and Houck comes away with the rebound, but gets it stolen right away, and it's going to be scored by Mickelson. They were harassing him. I don't think Hunter was ready for it. 60-41, and there's no time left as they inbound it, and that is the game. So after 4 quarters of exciting basketball, Riverton Wolverines win the game 60-41 over the Grace High School out of Idaho Grizzlies. We'll be right back with a Click It or Ticket post-game show here on KTAK.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey. From the field, to the court, to the pool, and beyond, Fremont County athletes give their blood, sweat, and tears for their teammates and community. Why compromise that with alcohol or marijuana? Help your athlete make the most of their playing time by avoiding the dangers and impact that substance use can have on their performance and future. For more resources and information, visit FremontCountyPrevention.com. Wyoming Community Bank is ready to serve you. Stop in at any one of their branches located in Riverton, Lander, and DuBois. A bank that is owned and operated by the locals of Fremont County. Wyoming Community Bank. They're here to help you. High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org. Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines! If your vehicle needs repair, you can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County School Athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
And welcome to the Click It or Ticket post-game show. And I'm not going to do it to you just like I did last night because your uncle owns the franchise. So you are our Gatorade player of the game. We are here with Parker Paxson. He finishes off with 20. And I told him last night on the air, as we were talking about Coach Sheets being willing to come up here after a loss, I was like, this is just kind of the motto of the team of high character. Because I told people, I didn't attack you with free throws. You said talk about it the week before, and now it looks like about midway through this game, last night you were pretty good from free throw line as well. It just suddenly clicked, and all of a sudden your body went relaxed, one dribble, pop, done, just walk away.
Definitely. You know, it was just a lot of confidence. I shot a lot of free throws from last Saturday on at practices and stuff just to get the confidence up, and I feel like I've done that. I knew that it was just a matter of time and getting back into free throw game shape.
Absolutely. And tell me a little bit about, as one of the leaders of this team, granted still a junior, as you just pointed out on the roulette for the bed to yourself type thing. But this team, yesterday, flat. Coach Sheets not happy. I'm sure y'all heard a whole lot about it. Today, not so much showing a little token press, but the moment they cross half court, especially in the first half and third quarter, like a pack of rabid dogs just on top of that. Was that kind of the game plan the whole time?
Yeah, it was. I mean, that's the way that we have to play basketball. Like you said, we came out really flat yesterday, and we needed to get that revenge. We needed to let our defense create our offense. And even starting out today, we came out flat again, but we picked it up starting about in the second quarter, and second quarter on, I was pretty pleased with the way that we played, but we still, I don't know, we have some areas that we need to improve, and we need to come out with that intensity. We need to, even though, you know, this is just tournament play, we need to be able to come out with that sort of intensity no matter what the stakes are of the game.
Well, you did shoot the whole team as a whole shot a much higher percentage. Past 2 games, including, really, you go back to that win against South, still not a great percent, not overly efficient. And when you line up against a team with some height, you got to be efficient.
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about the story here. I saw y'all all lined up with Draper, the leading scorer for Grace. Y'all obviously know him from somewhere.
We do, yeah. He moved from Riverton. Him and his family moved from Riverton about 2 years ago, I think. And Dallin, as we saw, he's a stud. He's a great athlete, and we miss that family. Great family. You know, beyond sports, they're great. They're just a great family and a really athletic family.
Well, awesome. I was going to ask you about him. He comes in as the leading scorer. You hold him up below his average, but that's not the most important part because in the fourth quarter he went off for 8. But previous to that, 1 shot in the first 3 quarters, and y'all got him in foul trouble quick, gets 2 early ones, comes in for 1 play, gets called for a charge. Was that by design? Was to get their big man in foul trouble to go at him aggressively?
We just wanted to contain him. We know that a player like him is going to get his, and we were fortunate to get him in foul trouble. So, yeah, I guess it was a little bit part of the game plan, take a few charges on him. The guys did a good job doing that. And, yeah, we were lucky to keep him on the bench most of the game.
Well, we want to thank Parker Paxton for joining us and congratulate him on being the Gatorade Player of the Game. We'll be right back naming the Papa Murphy's Player of the Game right after this on KTAK.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
Jay Collins here, and I want to wish all the Fremont County athletes good luck this year. Stop down at Fremont Chevy to talk sports and let me help you purchase your next vehicle. Jay Collins, your local sales professional at Fremont Chevy Buick GMC, 307-349-7846.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
And welcome back to KTAK and the Click It or Ticket postgame show. We are joined by Coach Sheets here, the victor, 60-41. Tell us a little bit about one of the things I was noticing. I had to ask about the story because I guess he left before I got here on Draper in the picture. Yep. But what did it mean to you to be able to see, and the importance of it, too, to see them hold Draper, the leading scorer off Grace, to 1 total shot through the first 3 quarters, no points, able to get him in foul trouble early. Kind of felt bad for him to come in 1 play later and get called for a charge.
Right. Yeah, and Dallin's such a nice kid. The whole Draper family, we've been blessed to have him in Riverton for a long time, and then, sad to see him move, but happy to see him have success. They were, in the state championship for football this year, and so they've done a lot of good things down in Grace. But again, anytime you're playing against a good big, to get him in foul trouble is huge, and so it's nice to get him in foul trouble early.
Yes, and one of the things I noticed, and I was talking with Paxton about this, is you kind of showed a little token full court, not really being too aggressive, but the moment they pass that half-court line, it's like a pack of rabid dogs.
It's a pack of something. I like that. Yeah, when we can play with that high intensity on the defensive end, it's amazing how it helps the other parts of our game. So we don't always get those loose balls like we want early, and they kind of got some buckets off of it, but it was kind of setting the foundation of we're going to get after them, and good things will start happening.
And tell me a little bit about you came out, you were definitely more aggressive than you were last night.
Sure.
But at the same point in time, shots still kind of not falling a little bit.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden that defense seemingly wore them down, and in about a minute and 27-second stretch, you went from up 5 to up 15 plus and never looked back.
Right, yeah, and it's good to get that comfort, that margin of error a little bit in there because, when it's a close game and you kind of shot poorly, your mind starts to think, oh, crud, I'm going to miss this next one instead of saying, oh, it's going down. So it's nice to see, kind of those guys come in and get kind of that, stretch that lead a little bit was good.
And did you see, like we saw, and we had some viewers comment that they saw it at some point in time, Parker Paxton's free throw body language just changed. It was like last year, just money. Right. He looked comfortable. Right. It looked like nothing had ever changed.
No, we knew that wasn't going to be a thing. He's a great shooter, and for him, when we do practice where we shoot free throws and see who can make the most in a row, he'll make consistently 20 in a row, and so we knew that wasn't going to last.
And, of course, I have to ask you on the fatherly level, what's it like to see Ty come out, kind of have a bit of a breakout game, get into double figures, finish with 11, hit the 2 big threes that really kind of broke it open?
No, he did a good job, and it's never easy, being the coach's son. It always sounds great, but until you're in that spot, it's never easy. So I was proud of him to see him come in and just kind of relax and hit those, those shots, knock him down, because he's got the potential to do it, and he's kind of like the rest of our guys yesterday, didn't knock them down when they were open, and it's always fun to see the ball go through the net.
All right, so what do we look forward to in Mountain View tomorrow?
Mountain View's a good 3A team that we've, had some experience playing with when we were in the 3A conference, with them, and so they're solid. They're going to be much like Grace today, and so we're going to have to play well to get a victory.
All right, well, we want to thank Coach Sheets for hanging out with us here on KTAK. We'll be right back to wrap things up in just a few moments.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
And we are back. Of course, we would be remiss if we didn't mention the Papa Murphy's player of the game. That is going to go to Ty Sheets. Ty Sheets, find me at the next home game. I know y'all are already headed back to the hotel or headed back to get some food or whatnot. Find me, and we'll get you hooked up with that free Papa Murphy's pizza. Congratulations to him. That leads us right into our stats for the game. On the visitor side, or the away, or Grace High School side, I should say, Mickelson finished with 4. Gilbert with 9, Sorensen with 2, Kai Clegg 5, Reeves with 10, Lloyd with 3, and Joe Clegg and Anderson both with 0. 2 of the guys, Anderson, one of the ones we said to watch out for as far as height. And Draper, former Riverton Wolverine, wish him all the best. Glad he's seeing success at Grace, Idaho, or Grace High School. But he came in their leading scorer, and Riverton was able to hold him through 3 quarters, 1 shot, no points. He did get 4 of 5, though, and showed why it was so important to get those fouls on him, getting 2 quick ones, coming back in late in the second quarter and picking up a quick third, which led to him spending a lot of time on the bench. But he finishes with 8 for the Riverton Wolverines. Your leading scorer, of course, Parker Paxton with 20, followed by Derek DeVries with 16, Ty Sheets with 11. and then you drop all the way down to Monroe as far as dropping down on points. He finished with 5, and then Vincent, Gabrielson, Hutchison, and Hauk all finishing with 2 points. So it was a great game, nice bounce back game. Like I said, they were like rabid dogs out there on the defensive side, and that's what I expect to see this team, especially as the season gets on and they get even more familiar with the roles, that during the regular season you're going to see a lot of that very aggressive half-court style defense. So we want to congratulate again our Gatorade player of the game, Parker Paxson, our Papa Murphy's player of the game, Ty Sheets, and for Kirk Baxter back at the mothership, controlling the boards for us, Connor on the cameras, and myself, Kevin Shields, and the entire Wind River Radio Network family. We want to thank you for tuning in. Reminder that tomorrow at breakfast time at 9:40, we will bring you Lyman versus the Riverton Lady Wolverines, and then at 2:40, we will bring you Mountain View versus the Riverton Wolverines boys team to wrap up this Flaming Gorge Invitational. Thank you to everybody who's helped us out today, and we'll see you next time here on KTAK.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
A well-drawn-up game plan can be the difference between wins and losses. The same can be said about your mental health. Making a game plan to talk to your children can make a huge impact on them and help make them feel supported and listened to. The good news is, this winning game plan isn't hard to implement. All it takes is you starting the conversation and being ready to talk. If you need helpful resources and tools, you can visit Fremont County Prevention.
Plastic. Where? Oh, it's over here. It's over here, Connor. Backpack's underneath there.